Hey everyone, welcome back to the place where we're testing every single mask in the world. Now you may have seen a mask test that we've done before. It was the Evolve Together face mask, and they have exploded in popularity like that. A lot of celebrities use the mask. A lot of news organizations promote this mask. You've probably seen, I see it on SNL, they're always wearing it. They've got always something in the upper right-hand corner there. Usually they also have like latitude, longitude, I think, in the upper right corner. And it's made by a fashion designer, and it's probably one of the best looking masks that I've seen out there. So it comes, I'm very excited, just got my second order today. We did review them before, which we'll put a link to that. But this is the new Evolve Together. It's been about a year, and they were making a lot of mistakes in their packaging before, saying a lot of things that weren't necessarily 100% factually correct, and I think they were I just think they just didn't know any better. And I've already seen a lot of things, which we'll get to in a second, that they've improved on in their communication. So without further ado, let's open this up. Look at that packaging. I don't love the color, but like it's just a very nice looking product. And this is a barrier bag, which is great because you're not going to have any smells in there. Let's take these out. I've been doing before. Put that in our clamper, and let's let her rip. This is a PFE machine, Particulate Filtration Efficiency machine. If you want to find out more about this machine, I'm going to put a link up there, but we are basically doing the American ASTM test. What I thought was really interesting is on the package now, it says ASTM organizational member, but they're not claiming any ASTM number. They're claiming this European standard type 2R, which is roughly similar, but they are saying that it has a particulate filtration of 95%, which is exactly what this machine is designed to test. So let's take a look at the actual physical mask itself. They're doing a secondary printing process on here using it's like a screen printing like you would do a t-shirt. Very expensive to do that. That's a manual process. They're still making their masks backwards, which I don't love, but the precision of this factory is phenomenal. I don't think I've ever seen a more precise mask. Look at this. Absolutely perfectly welded. And that usually translates into a really strong product. It is going to break there, but like, man, that's really good. This is a really nicely put together mask. Now let's put it on the face. See, the outer fabric is so thick, they really need a thicker nose wire. And I'll show you what I mean there. Just from a protection standard, I'm doing a nice pinch. This is what you're supposed to do against the top of the mask, and then I'm gonna do this and see how there's still that gap there. Getting my hair in there. See that gap that's coming in? As my daughter would say, that's how the COVID gets in. So they could fix that by having a stronger nose wire. So for me, that's like a ding. From a looking perspective, nothing looks better than these masks. These masks look so good. I'll do a smell test real quick. I would say these smell a little bit more than the average Chinese made mask, but it is that Chinese polypropylene smell that I've come to recognize very well after testing hundreds and hundreds of these masks. So one other thing I'll bring up about the mask that I didn't like is the fact that it's not very breathable. It's at 199 pascals. That's not going to pass the Type 2R, which they claim to have, and it's not going to pass the ASTM standards. It's just really too hard to breathe. Anything above 150 pascals, you can't wear for very long. Now remember, on the bag, on the actual website itself, they are saying that it has a particulate filtration of 95%. I'm doing that test here. This is the ASTM test, and I'm getting a little bit lower than I'd like to see. 92.706. 92.706. Now, there are a lot of variabilities in a test like this. We're not doing GLP right now. This is a YouTube channel. I'm just jumping in our actual lab, and I'm using it to do these tests. But I'm not the person that would normally I don't do the test for our masks. So that's a little bit lower than I'd like to see. It should be, I think, at least 95%. If it was 94.7 or within a couple percentage points, I would say they would most likely get there. It seems like it's hard to believe that they would actually make that 95. That said, I think the last time we tested them, they did 97%, which shows that there's a lot of variability in their in their mask setup. We're talking about a couple percentage points here. Does it really matter? I mean, for me, like I typically like to see a mask above 99%. But again, the best mask is the one that you wear. So if it's between this mask and no mask, I would choose this mask. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time and attention. And I appreciate you. You know what? And we're going to do more of these. We're going to do another test every single day at 10 a.m. So I will see you on the next test.